Hmm. Um, Hi, hello everyone. I hope you were waiting for this session, and in this session, we are going to solve some most repeated, or you can say previously asked TCS NQT question or coding question that are favorites for TCS. They usually ask this type of questions regularly, and we will see, as I've stated in my previous live class as well, that the questions are similar, not exactly same. So we will solve these questions. We'll understand the logic behind it, and we will try to figure it out that how will you solve these questions here also and there also. So hi everyone, welcome back to this TCS series where I will be solving several number of questions. As you can see, this is my 18th question and this is my second YouTube live. Rest questions I have been solving in the TCS courses. You can check them out in the description. Link is in the description. So before we start, anyone has any doubt regarding anything, we can have just quick 2-3 minutes of warm up, then we can start jumping to the coding part. I am not sure about the eligibility criteria. What is your status with the subjects or the back you have? You can check that out on that website as well, or you can drop the comment in this video after this video goes live. So we'll be happy to answer. We'll happy to respond. Okay. So the level of question today we will be solving is the actual level of question what TCS asks. Okay. So I would not say the questions are very tough. I would not say questions are very easy. The questions are very conceptual. If your concepts are clear, then no question will come in your way and bother you. If your concepts are not clear, even simpler question like printing a hello world, even printing hello world will bother you. So you have to understand the concepts first. Okay. So let's try solving the first question for today. And prerequisite, basic knowledge of the data structure, which is array, how to use for loop, syntaxes of, I'll be solving in Java and Python today. So syntaxes of both the languages, and we are good to go to solve the first question, which is given a one based indexing array and the name of an array of non-negative integers. So we are given an array of non-negative integers. We are given with an array of non-negative integers. Now, and an integer sum. So basically, we are given with a positive integer array. Non-negative, this sounds very bad. Positive. Non-negative is positive. Yeah. So we are given with positive integer and a sum. So you mainly need to return the left and right indexes. So you need to return left and right indexes, one based indexing. So what is one based indexing? You all know. Suppose this is an array. This is an array. Now, usually we start from 0 till n minus 1. Correct. So this is the general indexing every array has. Now we have to return our answer in one based indexing. Now what one based indexing is? This 0 will become 1 and this n minus 1 will become n. So just add 1 to it. No big deal. Of that subarray. So what we are given with and what we have to return, we are clear with it. Now what we have to do is going to come in the next line. So what we are given with, we are given the positive array, integer, positive integer array, and an integer sum. An integer could be negative, could be positive. There's no specific to it, but still it is written sum. So it will be positive because we are given with positive integers array. And you need to return the left and right indexes. You need to return left and right indexes, but the indexes should be one based indexing. You have to be clear till now. If you are clear, now we will look what we have to do. So in case of multiple subarrays, return the subarray indexes which come first on moving left to right, which have to move, which will come first left to right. Which will come first, you have to return it. Simple. If there are 100 people, your idea is to, I will give this biscuit to the one who has curly hair. There are multiple people standing in a line which will have curly hairs, but you will give biscuits to one person who will come first. Simple. This is the logic behind it. So in case there are multiple subarrays, in case there are multiple subarrays, return the subarray indexes which come first on moving left to right. So you will be moving left to right. Okay, cool. So we'll be moving like this. Nothing to be discussed here. And we have to return the subarray indexes. Now what we have to do, we are simply given with some values like simple 1, 10, 4, 0, 3, and 5. We are given with an positive integer array. The integers are 1, 10, 4, 0, 3, 5. 1, 10, 4, 0, 3, 5. Your target is 7. You have to find a subarray from an index I to j whose sum is equals to the target, which is 7. So let's see. 1 plus 10. No, no, no. If I add 1 plus 10, it will give me 11. And anything I add, it will be greater than 7. So I won't consider this. I won't consider this subarray. Even, even my subarray could not start with 10 because 10 is greater than 7. Now, I see 4. Yes, 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 yes. 4 is less than 7. Take it. Take it. 4 plus 0, still less than 7. 4 plus 0 is still less than 7. We can take that. Now, 3. 4 plus 0 plus 3, which is equals to 7. Which is equals to 7. Just take this. Take this. It is 7. If it is equals to our target, return the index. Return the index. It was first, it was second, this was third. So we will get the 3. It was fourth, this was fifth. We will get 3 comma 5. So this is what we have to do. Now, just think a bit, like 10 or 15 seconds ago. What did I do? I traversed through the array. I check by adding each element. If my sum is greater than the target, I am just discarding those values. And if it is less than, I am taking those values. And once it is equal to our target, we are just simply storing the starting index and storing the end final index. This is what I am doing here. Simple. Nothing more than that. I hope everyone is clear about it. And till now, if you have any doubts, you can just post it in the chat. I'll be happy to answer whatever you are facing. Okay. So we can jump to the coding part also. So if you remember, the last class, if you remember the last live session I took here, I made you understand that how would you take input? How would you take input? So simply, I'll just start with taking input and we'll solve this question very simply. So I will not be taking input like from as user and all. For timing, for saving the time, today we'll focus more on the logic part. Okay, so let's just create an array. This is my function. I'll just create an array. I'll Okay, and I'll just name this as ARR, and we'll just have some values like 1, 4, 6, 828, 92, and 0. Okay, I have my value and I will create a sum, or let's say target only because it was asking target. And let's suppose target is 11 plus 11 plus, let's say 103. Okay, and let's say another target, int target 2. We'll take two test cases, right? And we can say 14. Cool. So we have two targets with us now. Now we have two targets. Now what we have to do, we have to create an output array as well, which will consist of two variables only. Yes. What are the two variables? The starting index and the ending index. So let's just create an array list of it. We don't know it will be there or not, so don't waste any space. We'll take an integer here and we'll just store as answer is equals to new, or we can just say it will return it and we'll just say solve. We'll just pass our function here. And what we'll pass? Array target. Let's pass target first, then we will solve for target. Now for every integer element in our answer, we'll simply print system.out.println. We'll just simply print our element and space. So we can simply just pass as well, but we have to print as well because this is our main function. So this is our main function, nothing new. Now let's just create a solve function here. Let's just create a solve function here. We'll just do simply public static, and this is an array list. Okay, this is an array list, and we'll just write integer. And what will be the name of the function? We have taken solve. It will take an integer array and it will take int target. Yeah. So we are done with the body. Now we have to write the logic. So this part also you have to write on your own. So do not forget to use scanner class. And if you are not sure how to use scanner class, please visit my previous live video where I have told you, where I've discussed how to use scanner class, how to take input for integer, string, array, everything. If n is not given, how will you take input? Everything I have discussed here. So just visit that. Okay, now we can just simply start with a variable which will store and which will return it. So simple integer and name would be answer again, and let's create it array list. So this answer is what we are going to return. Easy. Now what I have told you, traverse through the array. Always remember my words. Every time, whenever you start to think about like, how will you approach a problem, how will you solve a problem, always state that coding part in English first. So what I said, traverse the array. I'll just take n as also array, LENGTGTH. Now traverse the array for int. I'll just take for int equals to I equals to this, I less than n and I plus plus, a standard for loop to traverse an array. Now what I have said, add the number. Okay, add the number. So I'll just say, let's take a temp because I have to check I have to check whether this temp is greater than or equals to target, or we can just say sum. Easy for you. Now we have to take the starting index and we have to take the ending index. Now I'm sorry for this mic. Yeah. Now we have to take starting index. Now let's just take from int j. So we have to take two indexes. We have I and we have j. Okay. We have I and we have j. From j equals to I, j will start from I, and j also should be less than n, and j plus plus will be there. We'll just say sum plus equals to array of j. We have added it. If at any moment sum is equals to target, what we have to do? We have to just simply answer dot add I plus 1. Why I plus 1? Because we have to take 1 based indexing, and we have to take here j plus 1 as well. We got our first answer. Just return. Don't worry, we don't care. We do not care about what will come next because we wanted to give the biscuit first to the curly hair guy, if you remember my analogy. I'll return the answer. And by chance, if no subarray was found, just answer dot add -1 and return answer. Now, if I run this, I hope there is no syntax error today. And there is syntax error today because I have to include some. So let's include java.util and dot star. Okay, I have imported, I guess, everything. So see, 103. Obviously, there is no target which can form 103. Now let's just pass target 2 here. Now run it. And it is saying 2 and 4. See, 1 and 2. So this is 2, 3 and 4. So this is 4. This is making 14. 3 plus 4 plus 7. I hope this is clear and there is no doubt. Okay. Let's do this in Python as well. Then I'll take some doubts. Sure. Just wait for me. I'll do this in Python as well, and then we can jump to the doubts. Again, Python is very simple. I'll write main function as well. There's no need to. So let's start with this first subarray. So solve function, simple. Again, I'll take array and again, I'll take target. Okay. What did I did there? Simple. Create an array. N is equals to length of an array. I've taken answer there, right? So I'll take answer here as well. Now, simple things. I'm just copy pasting the thing from Java to Python, but in the different syntax. Simple. Now, for I in range of n, simple. This means I equals to 0 less than n. Create an variable sum is equals to 0. Now for j in range, from where j started, it started from I till n. Simple, nothing. If at any moment, we'll add first sum plus equals to array of j. And if at any moment sum equals to target, we'll just say answer.append I plus 1, answer.append j plus 1, and we will return result, and we'll result answer. Now, suppose if we can't find anything, just simply return -1. We'll simply return -1. Now, we'll just call the function which will have an array as equals to, let's suppose, 1 2 3 1 2 3 4, and target is equals to 6. Okay, we will get 6 here. Now we'll just call result is equals to solve. We'll pass our array and target, and we will just print result. If I do run here, it is giving me 1 and 3 because from index 1 to 3, I am getting 6. Now, I have if I have to explain you once again, let's jump back to Java code, or let's stick to Python code only. It is very easy to understand here as well. See, the question was, you have to find a subarray from left index to right index whose sum is equals to the sum given to you in the question. Now, the thing was which I said is traverse through the array. If your sum reaches, so you will have to take 2 indexes. We'll run 2 loops there for ith and for jth. For every I, you'll take every j, and if at any moment the sum equals to target, we'll return it. Yes, this is the thing. There are many ways you can do. This one was the easiest way. And this question will be you this type, and the algorithm which I've used, which is a n square algorithm, and this will be able to run in TCS paper as well. So no need to worry about optimizing it. If by chance there is a scope for optimizing, you can do it in one loop as well, which I have stated in the discussion of in the OneNote, which is take the number. If it is greater than the target, just discard that number. Now take another number and try to add it. You'll be able to solve it. And if you want that code specific code, um, let's try first. You try to do that first and post that question in the comment. I'll verify that. I'll give it thumbs up there. Okay. Yeah. So this was a this see the question level for TCS is not so very difficult and not so very easy, to be honest. Every question can be difficult and every question can be easy if your concepts are not clear. The basic fundamental is simple. If your concepts are not clear, even hello world will give you trouble. And if your concepts are clear, no question will give you trouble. So you have to understand those things. Correct, guys? Cool. So let's jump to the second question. So we are given with an n cross n square matrix. Now we did questions for arrays. Now let's jump for 2D arrays. So 2D arrays, you know that 2D arrays are known as matrix. So we are given with n cross n square matrix. So it is a square matrix with side n, rows equals to n, and column equals to n. You have to rotate it by 90 degrees in counterclockwise. What is counterclockwise? What is counterclockwise? This question is for you guys. So there is one term clockwise, one is anti-clockwise, one is now the new term counterclockwise. What is counterclockwise? Easy. This is easy, but I want you to tell me. What is counter? We say na, we did counter attack. He attacked me and I did counter attack. So what does this counter means? Yeah, perfect. This is anti-clockwise. So we have to rotate. So this is how clock works. See, this is how clock works. Correct? Correct. This is how clock works. Now you have to rotate your matrix like this. Easy. So, and without using any extra space. This is the question. Try to avoid usage of extra space. Okay? So you are given with an array or matrix, a 2D array or a matrix which has 1, 2, 3 and 4, then 5 and 6, and they have 7, 8 and 9. Okay? So you have this type of array. Now you have to rotate this in counterclockwise, which is anti-clockwise. So now anti-clockwise, like, so this will become like this. So now this 3, 6, 9 will come in the front. So 3, 6, 9. They are here. 2, 5, 8 will come in the second row. 2, 5, 8 will come in the second row. And this 1, 4, 7, this was 7. And this 1, 4, 7 will come in the last row. Simple. We can see the second example as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now this, how did they rotate it? See, they rotated like this. Okay. So now they got 4 pieces they rotated. So 1 will come here, 5 will come here, 9 will come here, 13, 14, 16 will go here, 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 here. So this is how they did it. Okay. 16, 12, like 4, 8, 12, 16 there, 3, 7, 11, 15 there, 2, 6. So I hope you are clear with the questions. And if you are clear with the question, please do let me know what approach are you thinking. I have seen something from Shigo. First do the transpose and then reverse each column and elements. Can you explain what is transpose? Because first you will do transpose, and what is transpose? So there's a lack of communication here. So you have to make sure what are you saying, correct? So whatever approach you are thinking, you can just share in the chat. I'll be taking that approach and I'll be solving this code in both Java and Python for you guys. Try to think this as an actual TCS question, because this is an actual TCS question. It was asked in TCS last year. This question was asked in TCS last year. What if similar question comes in TCS this year? Instead of counterclockwise, they will ask you to rotate clockwise, right? So solve every question with that simple dedication that you have to solve this question, as this question is in your exam. Take ij equals to j of I. Correct. Array of ij will become array of ji. So you will basically swap. You will basically swap. Can we get this question paper PDF? I'm not sure about that. Transpose means make the row to column. For example, the first row will be the first column and second will be the second column and so on. Correct. Correct, correct, correct. Can we do it in a simple way? Can we do it in simple way? Basically swap the elements. Simple. So not let's just complicate things, because some like many of you have given the correct example, correct approach, which is transpose it and then reverse it. You have given me the approach as well. The transpose mean that, transpose mean. So you are very clear about what you have to do, which is very nice thing. And let me let me see. There are only 2, 3 peoples which are answering, and I'm not sure why. So if can should I jump to the code? Okay. So let's jump to the code then. We'll start solving the code as well. So this is my Java. We'll take this. We'll make another. We'll make this. Yeah. So we'll make public static rotate this way. Okay. Yeah. We'll make this public static and rotate, and we'll take some implementation as well. Okay. We'll take some int. We'll take int and 2D array, and we'll take this as a matrix. Now we have this array. We have this array, and it should be return type should be there. Right. Okay, let's take int n is equals to mat dot length n both are equal. Okay, and square is there, so n and both are equal. We'll take this simply. So first step one would be transpose the matrix. Now what is transpose the matrix? Just simply do int I equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, and for int j equals to I plus 1 and j should be less than n, because we are not going to do otherwise it will become similar only. If I do ji equals to 0, j equals to 0, so basically they are just doing simple things only. Now we'll just swap them. So we will take int temp is equals to, the swapping operation, matrix no mat of ij, we'll store it. Now mat of ji, mat of ij will become mat of ji. So you have taken the transpose, you have taken the transpose, you have taken the transpose. Now just do step 2, which is reverse the column. Reverse the column. How would you reverse the column? So just do for int column is j. Column is j. We'll start with column 0. We'll go through each column. J plus plus. Now simply we have to reverse. You know how to reverse it. If you don't know, you can start with end, go till first and swap this. Simple. Again, simple operation is there for reverse as well. So just do for int I equals to 0. Let's take j is there. Let's take another variable, rev equals to n minus 1, I less than rev, I plus plus, and rev minus 1. This is our reverse index, which will take, this is a 2-pointer approach. So we'll just take simply, I'll just copy this, paste this. Now instead of ij, we'll take ij, but here I will take rev and j, and here also reverse and j. Yeah. So this is how you will reverse it basically. Let me see. In temp ij, ij. Okay, perfect. Now we have to just print it. Now print. How would you print it? Simple. For every row in our matrix, system dot out dot println arrays dot toString, and just simply print the row. Yeah. So this is how we'll write this function. Not just simply take a matrix and I'll just simply take this matrix which I have copied. I have this matrix and I will call this function which is rotate. I'll just simply call rotate and I will pass this mat. And I'll simply pass mat here. And if I do run here, I hope I'll get the output. Not a statement. Okay, let me see. I equals to this. Okay. It should be comma. And this is also I plus plus. See, I make where? Line number 10. Okay. I make several syntax errors, so don't mind that. Focus on the concept which we are talking. I equals to I. Here I equals to should be 0. And index out of bound is there. Index is out of 3. Let me see. Here it should be j. See, I make several mistakes and I solve this completely. See, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now it has become 3, 6, 9, 2, 5, 8, 1, 4, 7, which we discussed in our notebook as well. Okay, let's do for Python as well. For Python again, I'll do simple. Okay, let's do this in this solve code only, and we'll just pass here mat. Again, we'll take mat. What was the first step? Take the length of mat. Okay, so length of mat. We got the length of mat. Now what we will do? Sorry for the mic. Sorry. Yeah. Now we got the length of the mat. Now what we'll do for I in range, we know for n, and for j in range, we know I plus 1 till n. This was very evident and it was very clear. We have solved this in Java as well. Now, what we have to do, we have to just swap. In swap, we know a comma b equals to b comma a. So we will do mat of I comma j comma mat of j comma I is equals to mat of j comma I and mat of I comma j. So we have swapped it. Easy. Swapping in okay, let me see. Okay, it is clear now. So swapping in Java is very easy. Swapping in Java is very easy. Okay. Now we'll do just for now we'll reverse it for j in range. For j in range, we started from n, and inside we'll just say for I in range, and we'll go to half only. Okay. And by 2, we use double because it will give us an integer value. Otherwise, it will give us a float value. Now we'll just simply do mat of ij comma mat of I minus, okay, we'll just n minus I minus 1 and j here is equals to, we'll just copy paste this, copy and paste. Yeah, so we have swapped this as well. Now we can just simply write print for row in mat print row. Now we have taken this matrix. We have taken this matrix and we will just simply call solve and we'll just write matrix. If I do run here, it is giving me an answer as 369. Yeah, 369 and 258,147. The problem name is we have to find the counterclockwise. So do you guys have any doubt in this? Please, 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 please feel free to ask me any doubt. Any. Don't think that this is not a genuine thing to ask. Should I ask this? Should I not? Should I? Don't. This should, the word should not come in your mind. Ask anything you think you don't know. Because once you are very curious about anything, once you think that this thing can help me, that thing will help you if you ask doubts. Okay. Now, why did you print the output array in the string format? I just wanted to show you guys. So I just converted the entire row into a string. So it will be in a string format only. Otherwise, you can just do for I equals to 0 to n, for j equals to 0 to n, and just print n 1, 1, 1, 1 like this. Yeah. Okay. So TCS compilers support library like NumPy. So I'm not sure about the external third-party libraries, whether they support or not. You can ask to the TCS NQT team. The problem name is counterclockwise rotation of a matrix. Okay. So I can't see any more questions here. So let's jump to the third question, which is again a very simple question. Simple looking question, but it has a lot of concepts behind it. Okay. So the problem statement says we are given with an array of integers and integer k. So we are given an integer array and an integer k. Similar to first question. But the difference here is the integer array is not a positive integer, is not a negative integer. It is an integer array. It means it can have positive integers as well and negative integers as well and zero as well. So you are given with an array of integers which can consist of any type of integers and which has an integer also. Now what you have to do, you have to find the maximum element in every contiguous subarray of size k. Very good question. Very good question. And this question, TCS, this kind of question, TCS usually like subarray, subsequences, substring. TCS like these type of questions. And if you really want to make TCS your first job, please do prepare these kind of questions. And if you're not able to find how will you solve it and all, we have courses, we are taking classes. You can visit the link, you can purchase the course, you can have one-on-one interaction session with us, and you can understand the concepts behind it. Now, simple, given an array of integer, find the maximum element in every contiguous subarray of size k. So what you have to do, you're given with this array 1, 3, -1, -3, 5, 3, 6, and 7. Your now what you have to do, you have three size. For every three size of subarray, you have to find the maximum element in. So this is my first three. Which is the maximum? 3 is the maximum. Perfect. We have written 3. Now this is my next 3. Which is maximum? 3 is maximum. Correct. Now this is my next 3. Which is maximum? 5 is maximum. Now this is my next 3. Which is maximum? 5 is maximum. Now this is my next 3. Which is maximum? 6 is maximum. Now this is my next 3. Which is maximum? 7 is maximum. So you can see 3, 3, 5, 5, 6, 7 is my output. How are we doing it? The question arises, how are we doing it? See, you can use sliding window here. Sliding window is the option. And what you have to do, see, always try to solve this. Always try to think in a way that how will it be solved. So if you are saying sliding window, what is sliding window? Always give that answer. Because suppose this question does not come in the OA, but it can come in your interview. Then just saying, I will use sliding window. No, no, no. You can't say that. Now you have to explain the algorithm. You have to explain the approach. How would you do that? How would you do that? This is the question. Use DQ. What is DQ? Yeah, we can use DQ. There are multiple ways. First one is a very basic brute force approach. It's a very, very, very basic brute force approach. What we'll do from first, we'll run two loops from 0 to n and from I to the I plus the size of the window. And for every window, we'll take this. So the time complexity will be n into k, which is not efficient, but still, it will work. N into k, it will work. Okay, it will work. So let's do. We'll solve this question in a brute force manner only because the constraints the TCS has are subjected to run brute force approaches, and you will be able to run these questions in brute force approaches. So let's focus only on logic building part for today's class. We'll again solve this question in next class or next to next class once we are solid with our core principles of data structures for stack, queues, and linked lists. Then we'll be solving this question using sliding window. Once we are clear with different algorithms, how to use sliding window, how to use that algorithm, how to use Cadane's algorithm for maximum subarray sum and all. Once we are very comfortable with it, which we'll be doing in the next class, next live class. Okay. So don't worry, we will solve everything. I am here to prepare you. If I start coding from now, can I correct TCS? 100% you can correct TCS if you follow, if you well, follow is a secondary thing. If you practice enough, if you have the dedication, then you can obviously. Okay, let's solve this in Python first. Okay, many people are asking, let's solve this in Python first. So this is a simple brute force approach. Simple brute force approach for Python. What you will do, let's just create a array, and it will say 1 3. What was this? 1 3 minus 1 minus 3 and 5 3 and 6 and 7. Okay, now k was 3. K was 3. Now just call print and solve function, and in solve function just pass this to array and k. Now we have this def solve, and we'll just say array and k. We got our two values. Now we'll just store this result as this, and for I in range, for I in range, I've set length of array, length of array minus k plus 1. Correct? We want only for those simple windows, na ki before k, after suppose the size is k. Why would I take 2 or 1 also? I'll just take 3 3 3 3, right? So we'll just date result dot append. We'll just append maximum value of. See, I solved this question in previous first class as well. Python is very simple. I'll just do maximum of what? Maximum of array from I plus k. From this range, I to I plus k, which is maximum, I'll just return res. And if I do run here, I will get 3 3 5 5 6 7. Simple. Python is damn easy. And the time complexity I'll also write here. So the time complexity will be big O of, I'll just write big O of n into k. Okay. Now let's solve for this Java guy. Okay. Just take this. Instead of solve, I'll just write this. Instead of this, I'll just write array and int k. Okay. Int k I've written. Now what we'll do, we'll just create list of integer because we have to pass a list. And here also, instead of void, we can just pass list of integer here. Okay. Is equals to new array list. Okay. So we have this, and this is ready. Now I've said for int I equals to 0, it will start from this, from array dot length and I plus plus. We'll take int max is equals to array of I, and we have to find maximum element and this number. So from int j equals to, it is equals to int j equals to I, j less than I plus k. Yes, from this range only, and j plus plus. Okay, let's just not forget this. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I have to write just maximum if at any moment nums of j is greater than maxi, we will do maxi is equals to nums of j. We have this. Once it is clear, we will just add. What was our answer? We have not stored an answer. We'll just do ans dot add. We'll just add maxi. And once we are done with it, we will return maxi. Now we'll create a array int array. I'll just copy paste from this Python part only. This was my array int k equals to 3. Now we'll just simply say system dot out dot println, and we'll just pass solve here, and array and k. If I do run, it will work. Not, it is not working because syntax error again. It is I plus plus. And there should be a semicolon here. Again, there's an error. Let me see. Illegal. Oh, ho, ho, ho. This is not Python. This is Java. Now, there are many type of error. Let me see why. Let me see why. Because cannot find symbol nums. I've written nums here. Oh, sorry. This is array. Yeah. And this is array.length length. Lot of spelling mistakes because my keyboard is here, my monitor is here, live is going here, camera is there. So that is why. And we have to return answer here. Yeah. Okay, Java is out of bound. Let me see. J equals to I, j less than I plus k. And why it is giving me out of error? J less than I plus k and j plus plus. And I equals to 0, I less than this. Max is this. Hmm. That is something to look out. J is less than I plus k. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's still giving me this error. Let me fix it. Now, this is now brainstorming because for I equals to 0 to this length, and this will come in. Oh, I have to go till k. Yes, because the length should be minus k. Now it will work. 3, 3, 5, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So, any doubt in this? This question was, the question was find the maximum element in a sub array of given length. Shiva, yes. Shiva, the question was to find the maximum element in a given range of some array. So yeah, this was all about today's lecture, today's class, where we solved around 3 questions, and all over asked in previous year's TCS question paper, and there are very high chances that similar type of question can come in this year as well. So I'll be taking more classes and YouTube also, but more classes on app as well, where I'll be focusing on more previous year questions, more story based question which TCS actually asked, and where I'll solve in Java, Python, and I'll give code in C++ as well. No need to worry about which programming language do you want. I always give my reasoning behind every code. Mostly Java and C++ codes are very similar. Only thing differ is how you represent a list. Instead of list, there you can create a vector. How to take input in the TCS coding round? I've already created a video which is available in the live section. You can watch that video as well. It is my previous live, which I took around a week ago. So just go through that video once. And if you have any doubt, you can post that in the chat or comment section. I'll be happy to respond. How to solve without build? How to solve without built-in function? Sorry, I can't get it. I'm not sure about the dates and all. You can check through the forum. So yeah, this was all about today's lecture. So I hope this session was very informative for you guys. I hope you have learned something new, and if you have any doubt, anything in this video, any moment you have any doubt, just drop a comment after the video comes live. So I'll be answering your doubts, answering your queries in the comment. See, I am always here to motivate you guys. I always give you questions that has guarantee. Not exactly, but yeah, similar questions can come in your paper. So that will help you. Again, I'll give you a simple analogy. Why, like, why would you prepare for TCS in such a short time? So see, many of you have been practicing from so long, but after the dates are announced for TCS, you all be like, oh my god, next week is my TCS paper. How will I be able to solve those questions? I'm not fully prepared. Despite that, you have been preparing for a month, year, but you will be still be feeling nervous. So that is why I come here to give you some kinds of previous year question vibes, how questions will be there, how would you approach those questions, how will you solve those questions, how will you write the code, what is the reasoning behind of writing that code, how will you think first in English, then convert that English into a code, or think first in your native language, convert that into English, then convert that English into code, or think in your native language and convert it into code. So these are all the processes of how to write a code, and I am here to make you understand that. Simple. Once you are clear with this, now there is no fear. And once the fear is gone, the only thing will you get is your offer letter. So I am here to make your way easier to get that offer letter. Correct? Correct, guys? Okay. So I hope you have enjoyed this session and you have learned so much from today's session. I am signing off for today. And if you have any query at any moment, just do let me know in the comment. I'll be happy to answer. Okay, guys. Bye bye. Good night.